I saw that before. The video of me and my sister. That was taken at his house. Or at, you know what house. The bedroom? Yeah, but me. Who's over there? This one? It's me. Oh. My family's going in.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by the guy as their quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there right off the bat. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decided to just come right out swinging.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They're going to run with Madden.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A give to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. You get him out of pads.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will take this one. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lambo to add on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there.
Live on
Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling them on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified. Fires that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger than they do an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
But he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more.
He only has a single solo carry. One. Numero uno. 2nd quarter. They need to get him the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Devin Funchess, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Rashard Higgins, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. B.C. Johnson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Man open. Here's Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamental.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown.
LaVisca Chenault
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. 34 4 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Doug Costin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Gets through, and now an opening. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is taken at the 23.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run here with Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run. Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that.
I'm winning 45-7.
They want to play it all the way out.
I'm destroying you.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. It's Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. What a spin.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go option to the short side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Dang. God! I ain't stupid.
Back now on OT with KC. I'm your host, Kevin Connors, and I will tell you, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My great listeners wanted this interview for a long time now, and your boy is here to deliver. He was a star at Michigan State. Now he's the face of the franchise with the Jaguars. And yes, he's finally on our show. My man, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kevin. I'm sorry it's taking so long to make it happen.
Hey, look, no apology needed. Your life has been a whirlwind since the day you were drafted. I got to imagine it's been nonstop.
Yeah, it's been hectic, but it's also been pretty amazing. I mean, I love what it means to be a pro in this league.
Yeah, and being a pro also means getting to be in Madden. I mean, you go from playing the game to being in it.
Well, yeah, but they got to get my ratings up. I know every player says that, but I'm serious.
Yeah, you and every other dude in the league, you know. But I will tell you, I happen to know a few guys on the Madden team. So you play your cards right. Maybe old KC puts in a good word for you, all right?
Yeah, you got to do that. Because I am not sure they've been watching my games close enough, Kev.
Look, well, I can assure you I've been watching your games. And, you know, there's one in particular I'd love to ask you about. Let's go back to earlier this season.
I will be right back, guys.
You can just break it open. I think so good. I don't know. Why do you try to put the scissors in there? That is not where the scissors go.
I don't know. Better than you thought, right? I found my pink diamond.
That's not pink, that's red.
Is that pink or red?
That's like a reddish color.
That's hot pink.
That's like a reddish pink.
Hot pink. It's hot pink. You're fucking colorblind. You have purple, I have hot pink.
Yeah, I have purple. Yeah. You. No, not the red. I'm trying to find the whole thing. Ah! Whoa! You got a 652 bomb. Electro, Golden Pieces, 29, Ugly, minus 10, less 10. There you go. Oh, Why did you get injury free on tonight? Who's in the baby's butt? She's licking the baby's butt. She's licking the baby's butt. She pointed to the one that the mom went like this. Yeah. What the fuck? Is that you? Oh! Shit!
No, this is on better. I mean, like,
Yeah. Oh God!
I know it's happening. Go to Russia.
You better bring mom to get out. Oh fuck! Yeah. What?
Shit, bro.
Oh God!
Better get past all this.
Oh. What the fuck? No, Michael. I know. Look at weird ass picture of him.
Oh, that's after I get my sister.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm back. I will be switching games, so give me a minute.
Yeah, that was not going in there. Don't look at the hand. Just don't look at the hand.
Oh God! Wait, isn't that the one you showed me?
No, wait, I'm not in this fucking thing. That's not going in the video. I am not in this. I am not in the actual. I'm not in the actual fucking picture gallery.
Yeah. Why are you sniffing his butt? She was just sniffing the butt. She's like, you asshole!
Trying to figure out what game I want to play.
Hey! Lakota, close them.
No. You can't have any.
Yeah, it's chocolate. It'll fucking kill her.
Me and my desk walking in the room now and just don't like that.
Uh-huh.
No.
Lydia's like, what the fuck are you watching there? Ow. I got stuck. see that being getting stuck somewhere. I can see us not realizing she goes in the closet and she's fucking falling in the fucking. I have to poop. I've been sitting here like trying to watch the videos and having to poop. I have to poop. I'm not poop. I have to poop. Why do I really badly have to poop? I really don't want to poop myself. Fucking rain in the kitchen. Here's my ass. That'd be easy.
Signal 100 is no longer in effect.
I don't either. I already thought I had it because of you know who. Never again. What the fuck?
Signal 100 is now in effect.
That's
I need to restart 5
Connected. Channel switched. User in your channel timed out.
Spikes up. Spikes were successful. Both SUVs, one in the back, one in front. Going to block, SWAT cars will get on the side.
There we go.
T-853 sensing. We have one stopped at 763. One of water custody 763 will be grateful.
Signal 100 is no longer in effect.
Dispatch to Dragon Engine. Dispatch, stay 2 third force, we 10-6, 10-15, one in custody. Okay. What's the strike? So what's that? Sorry for this truck too. Convoy's gonna be candy. Also, shall be clear for episode 763.
Not to also be clear. Somebody were trying to adjust station.
Charlie 19, same traffic.
Table.
Oh God. Syrup. The second one is just fucking syrup. Whoa. Look at the cat. Look at how big that is. Why are they two different colors? Which one?
Can you watch me play? This is 5. When I'm maybe gonna, maybe you could play this after, but I don't know.